technology, is starting from the like when we can say the modern physics period is going to start it, and have a different innovations and the different theories of the different scientists, which is providing us the like different, the formulas. So we had like started with different thing, and when the computers come into the market, and we have a like semiconductor physics is going to be bigger. So this the like it's a paradigm shift in the technology, and the things are going to be now basically converted and using by the different technology. So technology is basically is what is doing is going to like just makes our work easier to easiest, right? And I as I said, like we have uh different sort of uh machines which is which we have been using, but when the computer came into the market, and is going to be adjunct with that machines, so the entire physics and entire outcome is entirely changed. So today today is the most important. Now everything is being connected with the information systems, and we are getting the benefits, you know by step we are getting a different sort of benefits in the different eras and different decades. Yes, we had started one of the like other technology that is communication is helping so much out with us, because the telecom, is a main part and main ingredient to share our information to anywhere. So yes, we just communicated with the like letters, and then we started with the telephone, and then we come up with the different things, fax and machines, and then media coming to the market, and then social media coming to the market, and now we everything is going to be shared through internet. Is like we are now mostly uh, using the data, using the like different information, and that everything is possible because we have a very good and effective information system that we can get a different sort of knowledge and information from that. And this only can happen because the technology is shifting by time to time. So like information technology, which is actually connecting the different businesses with different type of businesses, which is running in all over the world, and that businesses actually are using the different sort of technology. Majorly they are going to be in the computer technology, and because of that computer technology, they can be very very effective outcome and the effectiveness. So we have now in these decades that we have like that like 25 years back, and with a 30, 40, 40 years back, it's going to be like we have seen our eyes like there's a paradigm shift in the technology, and because it's just change the mindset, is change the vision of the organization, just only to have a right information at the right time, and it's available when you have required. So as engineering is concerned, the financial organizations are concerned, the industries are concerned, the energy development industries are concerned. So we all are like basic going to use the different technology. Initially, we have like in the machineries, we have using that machinery by our hands. Now it's Industry 2.0, Industry 3.0, Industry 4.0. Everything is now connected with the computer. We are going to use that machines through CAD CAM. And now IoT based machines are come up into the market as a factory and a different thing. We are going to use that sort of machines. And that machine is going to be like operated through your cell phone. So like amazing thing nobody can uh, like think like 20 years before, like for 30 years before, that this can be happen. Like you can use that machine from your home, and you can just operate that machine in your factory, and you can see what actually the production of the machines are. And now in this fifth generation in the computers technology, we have like now intelligent systems, and that intelligent system are now connected with the AI. The AI is basically an intelligent system. We are going to discuss what is AI. And the last we can share it today, after the intelligent and the simultaneously some systems, and now we are using the data driven technology, data driven system. So technology when you know about the technology, your mindset actually is going to be changed, and the vision of the organization would be changed, because every organization have a missions, and that missions actually is based on your visions. So if the technology is over there, and you know that sort of technology, which is more, say the most important and most important for your business, so you kind of going to like enable in your organization, and because of that thing is going to be faster. It's going to be like less, reduce your errors and different things. You can mitigate your risk and everything. So technology era is working, and we are now in the decade of AI. So now what is AI? As far as concerned, when we are going to talk about when I had done my first PhD in AI, it was in 2004. So there were about like 57 different type of Ps, and we don't have a like very good machines to render our algorithm as well. But now it's going to be converged into five big domains. Is very effective. So one is, we are call it the vision AI, sound AI, second natural language AI, predictive prediction AI, and the robotics. So first we are going to discuss the four areas, which is like in a square you have to see over there: the vision, sound, and natural language, and prediction AI. So normally AI actually is uh, is intelligence of, and the scientists would like that make a replica of the human. And human has two major areas initially. One part is that is related to their brain, and second part is related to their like physical side of the human body. So if we're going to discuss about the brain, so in brain we have different parts of the body which can be visualized. Our vision, normally we are watching and taking the different sort of information from our eyes. So what the scientist actually has uh, discovered, that human mostly learn 70% from their vision, and that's part of the vision normally is helping out to learn, to understand, to be take the different sort of decision, and it can be true from our eyes. But normally 70% part of that we are normally taking from the vision. Next part is like is basically a sound, and in the two areas that we are normally have, that we are going to listen something, and then we are going to say something. So two parts, that how we are going to listen to understand what the voice it is, and what actually the purpose of this voice. Somebody is saying something, so we are going to listen it, and then we can understand it. And same thing, we have like saying something. So we have a speech processing and a speech synthesis, two major parts of the sound AI. The third part is the natural language AI, where normally, if you can say like the computer is very much familiar with the human now, but this architecture actually has been designed like an human, because the computer actually is working behind that is in binary. And now today the science has been discovered that our DNA actually is basically situated in the binary format, and you have like seven different maternal informations and your grandfather information in that DNA. So actually we are processing, ourselves are processing in the natural in the binary format. But now when we are to express ourselves, so we have a different languages. We have sometimes Spanish, we have like Malaysian, we have like Urdu, we have a Hindi, we have a English, we have Spanish, and we have a French. So we are expressing ourselves in different languages. So whatever the decision, whatever the thing that we have learned it, so actually we are expressing through natural language, and this is normally, if we are going to segregate it all over the world, there are how many languages actually normally that people have been using. That's so there are like 128 maximum languages are going to be used. So the natural language actually is a part of that side, and how you are going to convert that sort of any sort of word, any sort of you know any sort of decision and voice that really came out from your tongue. So it's in the format of the same languages that the people are interested. So uh, then it's the natural language area, and then we have a prediction AI. The prediction AI is whatever it is, what like the things which you have learned, and obviously according to your memory and your information and your data. So you need to predict it what will happen in future, right? So like whatever like this data, the sales data you have, like this year data, last year data, and for the last to last year data. So what you are expecting for the next year sales. So that is called prediction. But AI have something not like a BI. It's working a different approach. So we can discuss if we could have a time. So as four areas you can see over here, this four areas, if you can see my mouse over here. So this four areas, like we can, if we can think about it, it's normally is doing by our brain, and that brain actually is the most important part of your body, because without having the brain, your body is useless. Now, last part is the robotics, which is you can see the robo is basically with the moving around, and the text is from technologies. Everything which is moving in your body, that's part of the robotics. So your hands, your legs, and your eyes, and your everything which is moving. So that's part of robotics. So normally, the people are very much fascinated about when we can see any sort of robo. So obviously, it's machine. But that machine actually is working on these four major areas. Okay, without having the good vision and sound and natural language in the predictive analysis, the machine, that robot cannot move, cannot stable, cannot speak, and you can say they like move their eyes, move their lips, and move their any his neck and everything. So things are connected. Our body actually is working and connected through emotions, through intelligence, through like data, through like signals. So this thing could be happen in AI. Now, how this AI actually, this is the basics of the AI. But we have this five major areas, which is vision, sound, and natural language, and predictive and robotics. It makes a complete robot, which which near about like today you can say this working and like working as human, because human is doing the things which is normally uh, the machine cannot be able to do. So this is the fifth generation of the technology, where we're actually making and enabling our machines intelligent and super intelligence. So AI is basically to make machine intelligent and perform like humans. So when they are going to be like more and more intelligence, they know how to speak, they know how to reply and what to reply and why to reply. So our work is going to be more easier and easier. So augmented decision ability of computers like human and understanding of human behaviors and develop cognitive algorithms to make machine more intelligent. Now AI is same like one of the you know technology, which is you can say the emerging technology, and every technology have three major the like users. One, who are going to use that technology. Second, those who are going to like the developer, or you can say the engineers of that technology. And third, one are going to like support and maintenance people of that technology with people. So same like in AI, like that sort of algorithm which is going to be developed and understand by the people, the other engineers and their architect people who are going to make design for the users, for the maintainers, for the supporters. So AI is also going to be used in that part. A further elaboration of the AI, which is now actually is uh, another area which is more than five areas which we have discussed earlier. Because how the computer can, for example, if we are to make a computer vision, so computer vision actually the eye of the computer is camera, okay, and that camera actually when it's going to see something and any object, okay, so how it can recognize that that object is that object which is actually which is and which we would like that it can be understandable. So um, that object, for example, is a green color object. So there the green have different shades, okay, and that shades normally if we change it, so how the computer can recognize. So this cannot be happen in the basic algorithm. It can be done by the deep learning algorithms. And the same as if we are not recognized, the when the child is going to be uh, learning at learning stage, so teacher is going to tell that this is one, this is two, this is apple, this is orange. So not at a single day he or she can learn. After so many time when she and he is going to be see that picture, so you can recognize this shape. This is called one. This is called two. So after so many attempts of the iterative attempts, the human can learn, same as the machine can learn, and machine needs some iterations to learn about that things to reduce the errors. I can say that. So in machine learning, actually, we are going to work with the neural networks, and then we are going to recognize the machine that this is something uh, that you are actually looking. So next generation AI is the generative AI, which is now happening. Is now the things are going to be happening like in Chat GPT is generating the different sort of chat, and then voice in a Google voice you can say ask something it's going to be generated some from something body. The different AI tools right now available in the market where you can develop the images and videos just to give you the idea. And within a second, the videos which you are actually, uh, you know, developed to 2, 3, 4 days, it's going to be developed in a 5 minutes. So generative as AI is on not I can say the very effective stage, but it's going to be started and it will take more more thing in the market and which become easier for you. So I just give you the small introduction about the AI. It's not 100%, but they are like different branches, which is just giving you a glimpse that digital computers and or with a computer controlled robot perform tasks associated with intelligent beings. And we have like it's AI, and then we have machine learning with an NLP and expert system, vision and speech and planning and robotics. These are the different the branches of the AI, which is normally is people are working on that side. And then machine learning, I just told about that. What is machine learning? That's to achieve your targets by a time different time. A deep learning is a subset of machine learning, which is a branch as well and work on neural networks and the other also the network as well. So finally, finally, what happens? All about the technology, whatever we are going to talk about, actually is based on the data. And organization actually are interested to have a concrete and right data at right time. If you have you know this world is now actually looking for the data. If you have appropriate data with you, you can do anything. Whatever the sales you're talking about, whatever the other things you are going to talk about, whatever the production you are going to talking about, whatever you are going to talk about is depending on the data today. But it depends on the right and correct data. Where you can get this data, and this decade from since like from we're talking about like 2025, I think like 2045, the data is the key. The data important. So analytics, actually data analytics is converted into the data sciences. And when we are going to talk about the sciences, so sciences actually talk about the algorithms. Sciences talk about the different sort of statistical approaches. So the formula approaches, methodologies, and the architects actually make the new engineering of the data. And initially, we have a different type of data. Right? Some we call it structured data or unstructured. Structured data, normally we have seen like in our databases, we have segregated very beautifully, and everything is in line. We have a name and we have an address, we have their national ID numbers and different things. So we are very, very good. Consider formatted data. But we have already have a unstructured data. So unstructured data is so much. Okay, it is in the Word file, Excel, PowerPoint files. We have like different binaries files and PDF files, text file, image file, video file, and a lot of other files, programming files, and graphical files, some engineering files. Now, what happens actually? Because we are not collecting the data, sorry, we are not collecting data on the sequential form. Normally, sequential form data is the databases is 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 a is a normalized data from the in the organization from their different departments. Okay, it's a very important data because we can understand what actually is going on in the organization. And the different department when they are putting the data over there from the different applications and information system. So the organization can understand, okay, this is happening. But only for that data, it is not enough. We have a very effective people in our organization who are researching on the different things. They have developed a different sort of graphs because of their work. They also have the collecting a different sort of information, like what happening in the market, the analysis of the market. They also collecting a different sort of videos to learning something. So everything is actually impacting in your organization. So data science actually is not doing only work on the sequential data. Actually, it also work on the unstructured data and the raw data. As data is not, you can say, uh, is going to be stopped somewhere. Is going to be increased day by day. And today, that data actually is now into the terabytes, in the petabytes, some of that. And it's a big data. Okay, it's a huge data. Some maybe data that's huge, big data. Some data is very important for us, but some are not. But how we are going to clean that data? It is not required data. That data is useless. We have to discard the data. Why we are going to uh, store that data in our databases? So now, highly important is that data, how we are going to uh, grab the most important part from that data, the big data in terabytes data. For example, if we have a like last 25 years of data, and so we would like to know for the particular area of any product that what happened in this, like for example, in what happened 1992, what happened in 98, what happened in 2005 and 2015, like related to that product, what happens in the market. So it will take so much time. And maybe we have a raw data, we have a like different collection of the data. So how it's possible that we can get it open in one by one file and then we can grab it? So it's very difficult. So data science actually provided us a different sort of, the formats and the different algorithms. So you can just apply it and you can get it, that sort of important information from the PDF, from the Excel, from the videos, from the text, from the images, from the sequential data, and provide you the quantitative information from there in a format, in a summarized format area. And you can understand, okay, these are the like references where the data actually has been taken and pulled out from our system. And now actually the also the that from the data is going to provide in a summarized way. Okay? So you have that data that basically from my different thing. So it depends on you what the data you are going to use, how you are going to uh, get that data to uh, understand and obviously make enable and for your organizations. So we have data, geographical data, scientific data, financial data, population data, sales, statistical and weather and climate data. So all these sort of data, it is helping us in our planning of the organization, is going to be help us how we can execute our systems in that particular area. So that's data was important. So now finally we have discussed AI, we have discussed data sciences, and now we're going to talk about the standard. What the people are going to think about it, standard either guidelines, the best guidelines to develop the business baselines, which make the organization effective and efficient for improvement by reducing errors and get the reasonable assurance. Normally, every organization have their own rules and regulations. And according to that particular rules and regulation, they have designed some processes. And obviously, according to that process, when they are running to that process, they can get some output. We are getting a reasonable assurance. We are getting some out. That standards are, some organization have their own standards. Some other organization are going to adopt the standard. Some they are a local standard, some are the international standard. And obviously, that standard become the baseline of the organization. They said, okay, this is the very effective processes. These are the like very good controls. Okay, we are going to use. So standards are actually being used to get effective and efficient effectiveness or results. It's aligned with the organization and businesses for best practices. Because why we are going to say the best practice is because it has been proven or it has been proved by the different organizations. So you say you have we can say uh, the trust on it, and you can say like okay, if the multiple organizations are going to use that sort of rules and regulations and the processes and ways, so why not we are? So they are trying to align their businesses from that step. And obviously, because it's a proven step thing, its the outcome is assurable. So your organization is going to be guided how to reduce the errors and optimize it with this process. It's going to be reduce our risk and increase the profit. So some international standard also recognized your organization in all over the world. Another thing, it helps to organize, it helps to uh, provide uh, the different techniques that how you can improve, how you can find the gaps, how you are going to mitigate your risk. So Normally standards are doing the same thing. But when we are going to come up the ISO standards, so if the people who are actually working with the ISO, they know how the highest test ISO standard has been. Like from since 1947, Switzerland, Geneva head office, all over the world, the different standard has been collected in 179 different countries. The members are basically taking on board, and then basically that standard is going to be piloted in all over the world, step by step. And then after the assurance of the different countries, it has been done by the ISO, International Organization for Standardization, that this standard is the one of the best guidelines. Either you are interested to go for it, or if you not, if there is no any effects, pressure from the ISO. But obviously, it's one a good thing. So why not? We are going to use that sort of rights. As we have discussed earlier, the standard actually are providing the best guidelines. Yes, it reduces our errors, it mitigates our risk, it helps us to improve it, help us to uh, provide the best processes and optimize our processes. But what the difference between the ISO standards? So ISO standards not only provided the clauses of best guidelines, is provide the related controls. And this is one of the very important part related to the ISO, which have done. Because we don't have earlier that controls are providing this. If we're talking about the ISO 9001 quality management system, 27001 information security management systems, 2005 information technology risk management system, 42001 AI management system, and so on, like 14001 environmental management system, and the 2230 business continuity management system, or so many, you know, all over the things we have found in this standard that we don't have only the clauses, we already have a controls. And the control are very, very effectively segregated with respect to the organization, technology, and also talk about like the people, administration, and all the aspect has been covered. So what happens when we are going to adopt and adapt this sort of ISO standards? So it's help us to provide us different sort of controls. And because of that controls, that assurance, ultimate assurance that actually we are getting. So if we are assured our timelines, our targets has been achieved in time. So ISO standards, that's why it's preferable that you can go for the ISO standard, because you not have only the guidelines, you can also are getting the controls. And when you are going to implementing the controls according to your requirements, so obviously you are getting a different sort of assurance. And stakeholders actually are looking for the assurance from the effectiveness for outputs. Now, the third part, which today's topic is, that is cybersecurity. Yes, why we are talking about the technology, why we are talking about the AI and the ISO, because everything is now dealing with the information system, information technology, and the medium is 90% is more than 90% is internet, public medium, and we are actually getting the information, and obviously are sharing our information and passing our information and all any sort of transaction through that medium. So once our system is going to be public, okay, so the threats is start. So cybersecurity, because we are now interacting and obviously we are doing our businesses in this cyber world, which is a public internet network. So it's is we have required how we are going to protect. The cybersecurity refers the practices of protecting systems, networks, and data from digital attacks, unauthorized access, and damages. So It encompasses wide range of technologies and processes and practices and design a safeguard to be servers, mobiles, devices, electronic system, and information. All they have contain the different threats from the hacking and the malware, ransomware attacks, and phishing, and cyber attacks are different. So we need some protection. Today, our businesses cannot excel without using the information systems, without using the telecom services, without using the internet. So it is a, like you can say, fundamental requirement now today. Otherwise, if you are not going to doing that sort of thing, you can't. You can't excel in the market. But obviously, once you are going using that sort of technology, so you are going to protect your data, you protect your system, you protect your people and network as well. So cybersecurity is talking about all these things. Okay? Because the business needs outputs without any instructions. Okay. And I said earlier that without having the using of technologies and internet, it is impossible to do that we can excel. So what you needed, what are the what were the things you have required? Obviously, one of the major backbone of your organization is IT. And obviously, IT is based on the servers, it's based on infrastructure, it's based on networks, it's based on the operating system, it's based on applications, databases, cloud, web servers, different things. And everything is the most important thing for your organization. Without having that, you can't. So you need a resilience plan. You need business continuity plan. You need disaster recovery plan. You need an incident management plan. So how you are going to make that sort of plan? Do you have some people with you who can develop that sort of plan, or do you have any some document with you which can help you to develop that sort of plan? So businesses, as I said in this speech, that is based on systems. It's depending on the systems, depending on the rules, it depending on the controls, depending on the processes, it depending on the data. How you are going to ensure the data which you have collected it has not been altered? How you are going to ensure that the processes which is running in your organization is one of the most, you can say, the uh, effective processes, is very much optimized processes. Okay, it can provide you the that output that you are looking for. It can complete your task. So the system, the things which you have, depending on the organization, how you design, how you architect, how you are going to work on it. But obviously, all these things has to be derived from the governance. If your governance is structured and system is well established, and you can say the design very effectively, their leaderships are very appropriate, so system can run very effective. So governance provide the directions, strategy, the actual, you know, the requirements of the market, but it has required the processes to execute standards, helping you with how you're going to make your effective processes, how you are going to complete that process by different objectives and controls. And when you are going to run that sort of operations in your organization, as we have told, the data process system are now interacting with the cyber world, you have required the cybersecurity, which is based on CIA traits. confidentiality, integrity, and availability, the basis of the information security. So to strengthen more your cybersecurity, because you are on the state. Everybody, if you are doing a very research work, you are developing some sort of new product, you are actually you are working on something new, innovative work. So that work is now very, very important for you. It's a very confidential information for you. And if somebody is going to grab that information without your permission and use for his own purpose, so where you are standing. So organization already have lot of data. Organization already have lot of research department data. Organization already have the running data in the organization, which they actually looking how the organization health is and how the organization is behaving, how the organization is working. So AI and ISO is the ultimate solution to make your cyber security more strengthened. So strengthening cybersecurity with AI as to start involve leveraging advanced technology and establishing frameworks to enhance security measures, detect threats, and ensure compliance. Now, and everything is going to be covered in this part. Frameworks, obviously, the structure which provide you the assurance. By developing, you have required, your organization has required that you have to develop that sort of framework which is based on AI and ISO standards by using the advanced technology, which helps you to enhance security, and you can also measure detection threats and compliances to ensure the compliances. So this part is now is saying how AI and ISO try to work together to improve security. As you see, can see the different standards benefits. So ISO 2700, we have ISMS. Everybody who are concerned with that, they know it. This is one of the like today's renowned standard, and every organization who are working with the information system, they are looking at how we are going to secure our data. So ISMS is one of the most demanding and most important, the standard which is required by the organization, and they want to incorporate that sort of control in the organization. The other part is like, yes, we have a 27,000 series, that 27032 as guidelines for cybersecurity, and then we have 30111 as the vulnerability handling processes and incident management, and 42,000 AI management system, and the governance of AI 38501221, and the their new normal transparency in intelligence AI system framework, that is 23053. So organization are trying more than that. Like, it's not only this. Like, I business continuity management, that I used to 22301. Service management system, IT service management system is 20,000 is also required. So 31,000 risk management system. All of these standards are improving your controls and the processes as so. That sort of thing are going to be taking AI benefits. Because without having any processing, you cannot get the outcomes. So if any attack is going to be happen, you can found any malware, any phishing attack, and any anomalies. So AI systems, which is working with uh, you know, the intrusion detection and prevention system, automatically detect with their behaviors, and it can give you the alarm that this some suspicious activity is happening in your system, or maybe if you can allow the AI system, so it can stop any sort of that sort of activity which is going to be happening at the threat or any sort of like attacking mode. So number one, which is not possible by the human, who can detect any sort of malware, any sort of like phishing attack, any sort of thing which is not normal. So the AI system can detect it and prevent you. Another is the automated responses. Like in any incident can be happen, so you can get it the information. Any security orchestrations, you can get it information automatically by using the AI system. And we have already said like we have a predictive analysis. So by having the last data, whatever you have, like what any incidents you have, anything which like any unusual thing which happening in your organization, but is not you're not going to be recorded very perfectly. But once the AI system is there, it's going to be recorded by itself, and it can provide you like what like threats in future you may have, advanced persisting threats you have. It can provide you like whatever the vulnerability which you are not going to be assessed. So what are the vulnerability you have, how you can manage it. So according to the like predictive analysis and then the user behavior analytics, okay, in the organization has some trends. One trend is basically your business trend. Another trend is actually it's related to the uh like the organizational flow. The data is coming in the organization, is putting and it's now processing, and then you're getting some sort of output. So normally the organization also have some information system inside behavior, and user actually are working on that side. How much time actually the user is working, what time the load is actually is on the system. So it can be analyzed by the AI that what is the peak time, what is the like instead of suspended time, what is the like normal time. So if any activity which is happening on peak, which is not normally uh, a normal process, so it can do alarm you that this something is going to be happen which is not possible. The bandwidth is going to be so much used at that time, which is not normally happening uh, in the in the system in that time. So AI have some benefits more than benefits. I guess the small things are written over. So this is like one of the very important slides that how and we are going to more strengthen it. Okay? We are applying so many things, you know, in the organization. Like organizations, we have different type of organizations: the government, health, food industries, pharmaceutical, FMCG, and so many. These all organizations are now required ISO standards. Every type of organization the ISO has majorly they have probably 9,000 I think so standards. And if you are going to elaborate like in subset of standard more like 1,000 standards which is required in the organizations. So organization are going to opt that sort of standards to make their processes effective. They would like to get the outputs and the controlled outputs by using that standard. And standards are there, the other standards, which are we know. So by applying the AI, now we can develop our threat intelligence. We can find and check the behavior of the system. We can detect any sort of attack before attacking. We can find any anomalies. It can be give you the information about any incident, automatically incident response, vulnerability, risk, So AI actually is helping you to protect your data if you are going to use any sort of standards. So it actually enhancing security and trust. The most important part is, if we are going to apply that standards, can we achieve that target? If we are going to opt that sort of intelligent system, so can we get the appropriate output of regarding cybersecurity? So trust are very important. Any product, any system which is prevailing in the market normally actually is being still because of the trust. And trust is actually based on the previous uh, feedback of the clients, previous feedback of the businesses. They said, okay, this system is enhancing security, and we are going to trust it that it can be regulatory compliance. We can found the different sort of risks by using their AI system. It helps us to mitigate our system. Okay, it can help us to provide the response systems. Okay, we can develop a different sort of business impacts analysis from this system. So actually, the organization has on the next level. It increased the operational efficiency and injects the cybersecurity to move perfectness. So we have the most important three parts, like organization, ISO standards, and the intelligence systems. Organization need management systems. ISO is one of the greatest management system, I can say that can be fruitful for any organization. I myself has been engaged since 25 years, and I have seen myself organization has changed their culture. They have changed the market trends by just using the ISO. And now technology is impacting the next, you know, next thing. And it's robust your system. It's going to be it's going to be uh, within a second you can reduce your problems, complex problems. Okay? AI give you the same thing. It's going to be reduce your problems. It's going to be help you at how you can uh, find the appropriate issues and problems and challenges. So next is the market is, this we have to for 2001 2016 we have 1.4 trillion market and going up to the 2.2 trillion. Top three companies actually have this targets. But after the impacting of the AI, and obviously is going to give you the edge in the cybersecurity as well. So it's contributing $2 trillion by the year of 2030 only. And you have a $16 trillion market on the next decades. And this was recently provided with PwC. So you can see how much the uh, gap is over there to learn about the AI ISO, and you can grab that market more effectively. So I can say that one of the most new era. Yes, we have challenges and concentrations. We have a data privacy issues like ensured AI system comply with the data privacy regulations. So yes, we are normally we have a data in the organization, and we thinking that if AI is going to more and more intelligent, maybe the AI can be used by his personal, maybe the personal, maybe the AI can do the businesses, you know, by itself, and it can be passed on. It can be take bribe. So yes, possible, but obviously we have to restrict in with the regulatory AI algorithms to prevent bias and ensure the accurate threat detections. And yes, integration complexity AI tool is integrated seamlessly with the existing system with ISO framework because it's a very newest thing. The people uh, mostly don't know about the AI, and obviously there are so many people are scammed by themselves because of very minimal knowledge about cybersecurity and the different threats. So these are the challenges that we need to cope up. But obviously, AI will increase our efficiency and secure our data system on highest level, and is it can be helpful to increase AI and ISO standards, work assurance, and secure integrity of data systems. Predictive analysis help us about threats, vulnerability of system, and guide mitigate and how protect more any future attacks. So it also help us. So this is uh, the conclusion. Finally, the Einstein standards for AI are focused on ensuring that AI systems are developed and deployed in the manner that is safe, ethical, accountable. These standards are instrumental in fostering public trust and enabling global collaboration in the AI. So today's obviously just we are discuss that how we are going to more strengthen cybersecurity by using the AI standard in this era of digital transformation. I just give you the small, you know, part of my knowledge that how we can do it. Obviously, it's a very big topic, and we cannot be able to cover up in 1 and 2 hours. But just trying to give you the idea of what are the pathway that how we can do it. So this is all about my side, and these are my uh, email addresses and my phone number, and we are engaged provide the uh, ISO training, any type of ISO training you can do with us through PECB, and the PECB are very supportive for us. I'm very grateful and thankful to them. So anybody who's looking for the ISO lead auditor, lead implementer, or lead manager programs from the PECB through us, so we are available over here. Anywhere you can contact us, and we can provide you the uh, whatever the badge is going to be started. So our next batch is going to ISO 31,000 is going to be started near soon, and the and 27,001 as well. So if you are interested, you can also contact us. So this is all about myself. Thank you so much, PCB, for your this opportunity, and I bring over to you.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Govin, and I'm from the digital marketing team at PSCB. First and foremost, thank you very much, Dr. Shaheer, for the insightful session. We actually have received a number of questions. I would like to start with the first question, which is, as AI takes over cybersecurity and business continuity planning, are we introducing a new single point of failure? That's number one. And how can organization ensure AI itself remains resilient against manipulation or failure?
Okay. Actually, yeah, it's same like as a human. You know, you have a you have a two ways. For example, you are very uh, great knowledge with you, and you can do the right thing. You can also do the wrong things. So AI is one of the is one of the a participant is one of the employee in your organization, like site same like. So once you are going to enable the AI system in your organization, you have to restrict it. If you can just go on through with the ISO 42001, that is AI management system, it talks about the ethics of the AI. So, like same as like human, we need some ethics. We have some protocols. We have some rules and regulations. Same like as like in the AI management system, we have to restrict in the organization. We are not going to allow it that it can be empower and it is going to be the power from the organization rules. So it is intelligent, but obviously when it is required to use its intelligence, we are going to control it with the different things. So this is, I think, is one of the answer. And if another part which you were going to talk about the government, what it was like
So,
resilience.
another part is basically saying that how can organization ensure AI itself remains resilient against manipulation or failure?
Oh, I can say that like we are going to restrict it actually. When manipulation you are going to talk about, so we are not going to enable the AI system to alter the data because we have some integrity systems in the our system. Nobody is allowed to change any sort of and update the value in the system. So we are going to restrict the AI system, and if anything is manipulated, so it's going to be alarmed by the different other systems. We already have checks on the AI as well. So we have a controls on AI as well. We are not going to say that we are going to give them the uh, full uh, full authority that it can be do anything. So it's not possible like that. Okay, so it's basically initial stage, and organization is which who are going to enabling it, the AI system in the organizations. So they also are developing the policies and framework for the AI, and uh, and then after the pilots, they are going to enable it. Yes, because of machine learning, because of deep learning process, the system is going to more and more intelligent. But obviously, the controls not on the machines, control with the humans.
All right. Thank you very much. Actually, we have a couple of more questions. However, due to time limitations, I will select another two. For the others, we will have it answered from Dr. Shahi in written, and then we will get back to you. So the remaining two questions is the first one is that are there challenges that companies face when aligning AI security practices with ISO cybersecurity standards?
Another challenge with the ISO standard.
Are there challenges that companies face when aligning AI security practices with ISO cybersecurity standards?
I don't think so. Like we have some challenges, we have some benefits actually. We have some benefits with the ISO standards when we are going to align with the AI. And I'll basically brief in my presentation that is going to be like in thread. It is going to be help you in the threat detections and runtime basis. Okay, and actually we have some when we are going to have some attacks. So normally we have some vectors inside of the technical side. You can say that. So and we are going to detect that sort of vector, the behavior of the system. So according to that behavior, the AI can learn. Okay, and it learn obviously it gives you the uh, alarm something that this is like these things can be happen, which is normally not possible earlier, but it is going to be happening now. Should we have to like stop it, and we are going to move it further? So AI is, I think, so is going to be help you out more than that. Like it's give you like some challenges. Yes, the challenges are what there are some, uh, you know, like we have a Chat GPT. Now, the Chat GPT is a natural language, conversational AI based system, which is very now the deep seek AI is one of the another uh, part of same thing. So once we are going to use that Chat GPT and AI system, so that systems provide the different sort of answers. Normally, what happens? One of the challenge I can just just share with you. There are so many developers, IT developers. In the like the people, the fresh developers who are coming mostly are web houses. So what happens? They are using the Chat GPT and just giving the information, and the machine actually had developed that code, and they just copied it and paste it, and then they're going to say, okay, this work has been done. But yes, work has been done. It's okay. But if any problem and issue will come and raise in the system, in the running system, so how you are going to resolve that issue. Because in the running system, there are different things going to be imposed on that system. So challenge is the maintenance and support is the issue. If you are just totally depending on the AI, yes, you can use that AI, but we must know what actually the thing is going to saying about it. So it is very important. That and another challenge is obviously you have to make some cross lines with the AI. Okay, not be able to empower more and more than human. This is we are normally today we are talking about the different organizations are talking about these sort of challenges. So there are other challenges as well. So lot of things, but obviously we are also getting better. We have to take in a positive way where you can get the benefits, right? Please.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. I think we will stop here. So the remaining questions we will send it to you, and then can have the answer in a written format, and we will share it with the audience accordingly. So to wrap it up, so thank you very much for sharing your expertise with us today. Also, thank you very much to all our participation. Right. So as we conclude, I would like to remind everyone here that have attended a recording of this webinar and the presentation will be available on our website, and you will be informed via email once it's ready. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out to our team at PACB. That's about it. And once again, thank you very much, Dr. Shahir, and thank you everyone who have joined us today.
Thank you, PCB, and thank you, Robin. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.